You know the sad part about this whole thing? When it comes to HOCUS 45th or just black people, white people, whoever it is, when they get arrested, especially if you win the game, there's no need to even study the law no more. You ain't even got to study that shit. You can look at YouTube, and off of what you see, you can base the outcome off of what you're seeing and the end results of what's happening to people out here in these streets. I don't even know why when dudes be going to court, they be having lawyers. What are you doing with a lawyer? What do you have a lawyer for? He don't even know what's going on. So you mean to tell me, here you are, you join the gang, you a blood, you banging, but when you get arrested, you go and explain everything to another guy who going to explain the same thing you told this guy to another guy, in which the other guy is going to be explaining his own story. That's what's going on with the whole YouTube world. You could get up here and explain your story, and then the public and all the mother figures is the DA. They going to give their version of their story about you. So HOCUS 45th, you get HASSAN Campbell to speak up for you. You're trying to get everybody in the world to speak up for you. You said years ago that you wasn't banging no more. You wasn't banging, so then you dropped your flag. How many years ago you said? But you get up here now and want to denounce and throw your flag down and tell all the brothers, y'all need to get up here and denounce what you doing. Oh yeah? Is that easy? Huh? To drop your flag or denounce your flag, gang, and shit, challenge. That's a challenge? That's not a challenge. You know what that is? That's a smokescreen to cover up what's really going on. To prove to the federal government and put all of this shit out here in society that I'm not a gangbanger, I'm not this, I'm not that. It's not only going to show in your actions that you're not that, but it's going to have to show in legal terms. You're going to have to prove it in the legal field. This is fucking bozo land. This is bozo land. People gonna make up their own thing. When you get in that courtroom, they're not coming with YouTube. They're not coming with none of that. Now, as for Adam 22, the tree jumper, Adam 22. I mean, it's evident. It's facts. It's been proven that this guy's a scraper. It's a fact that that's what this guy is. How can you take him serious? Huh? How could you take this guy serious? Anything he say is a... Now, I don't agree what he did and the way he talking and how he going about it, but you the reason why he's doing what he's doing. You the reason why he feel he could puff his chest out as a white guy and come to this side of black people and speak the way he's speaking about you and make mockery of you. You're the reason for that. I'm the reason. Shut up! Shut your punk ass up. You the reason why. You the same guy who was rolling and banging with Whack 100. You and Whack was tight. Y'all may have your fall out, but y'all was tight. You had Adam 22, y'all was tight. Y'all was cool. Y'all didn't have no smoke, no drama, nothing. If Whack at that time when y'all was cool would have told you to come up on Adam 22, you'd have went up there and you wouldn't have been talking about culture vulture. You wouldn't have been talking about none of that. But once your ass is under that fire, now all of a sudden, yo, man, yo, why this cracker? Yo, this white boy, yo, this and that and that and that. Yeah, I can agree with you. I can agree with you. Okay, just to get the white boy out the way. But I'm going to stay on your heels. Because you know what you was doing in reference to, I don't bang no more. I don't do this and that and that. But you still throwing this up. We know you ain't banging no more. You know why dudes do that? You know why dudes still throw it up? Dudes still be fronting. Yeah, let me fix my hat. And still be throwing it up in any kind of way they can throw it up. Just to try to show some alliance or some connection still with the gangs. Because they still want to be able to manipulate. They still want to be able to have a hold. They still want to be able to say, HASSAN Campbell said it. If this boy said this, if this boy said that, if he said shut it down, this, not, it's going to happen. You know why? Because dudes try to still hold on to that part. They're afraid to let that shit go. Because then they're no longer have no power. They're not going to have no power no more. And then they're going to start to feel like they pussy. And they can't stand in their own shoes as men. So they need somebody to back them up to continue to hold that, to have that hold on people where they can say, hey, yo, this nigga talking too much. Hey, yo, handle like, yo, this happened. Yo, you can't even come to Castle Hill. Nigga, I can send word out and you wouldn't be able to come out. Why would you want that? That's the type of strength you want? That's the type of orders you want to be able to give? Opposed to having orders where you can point your finger and say, I got 100 strong young black men. They're going to stand up. And how many people want to challenge us in reference to education responsibility? They could tell you about anything you want to know. They could tell you about HIV and AIDS, peer pressures. They could tell you about drugs and they could tell you about anything in reference to the mind and building a community. These are the children that we want. We don't want them in orders to be able to be given and say, yo, yeah, that nigga talking shit, yo, pop off. Or, yo, no fly zone. You can't come to New York, nigga. Who wants that power? Only a coward wants that power. Because you still want to be able to pinpoint and move dudes like chess. You still playing checkers. You jumping niggas. Chess, we don't jump niggas. Chess, we sit back, we strategize. And we make 5 moves ahead. We make 5 moves ahead. So we know what's to come. And in them 5 moves, we still saying, you know what? In the 3rd move, he might do this or he going to do that. So I'm going to counteract with this. And if he comes back with that, I'm going to come with this. Y'all ain't doing that today. Because if you was, you wouldn't even have to come up here and be like, yo, drop your flag. I denounce this and that. And then you're going to stand on your own too like a man. And if this is not what you're doing, if a dude say, yo, we caught 10 toes down in a rat situation. You think I'm going to get up here and be like, yo, to all the rats out there, I need dudes to bring up their paperwork and show them. I ain't got to go through all that. It's evident. It's in your work. It's you as being a dad. I'm a good father. You don't have to say I'm a good father. I'll see the work in your children. I'll see the work in how your children is speaking and how they're acting. And the only thing you could give Hassan Campbell credit for is that he got off your goddamn heels. He was on your heels. And he was going to finish you. And you had to come to terms with, you know what? It's better to join him than to go against him. And one thing that is a fact is this. YouTube, yo, Hassan used to say this shit before. She'd be like, man, this boy crazy. So light-skinned motherfucker. What is he talking about, man? He's just talking bozo shit because his numbers is dropping. He used to be talking that shadow ban and all that other shit. I'm like, man, what is he talking about? Then Sanetta used to talk, and I'm like, they bucking. I see it now. I see the numbers. I see it now. And the sad part is this, right? If you go through everybody, in reference to black folk, right? If you go through all of our pages and you check out how it all started, right? The Zip with the Dribs, Harlem, and all that. When I first came out and I started, I was a racehorse. 30,000, 40,000, 50, 100,000, 10,000, 20,000, 2,000, 3,000 in the building when I'm live. Yo, this shit was lit. And then shit just started dwindling down. But it's by design that's to happen. Every last one of you, it's going to run out. And guess what's going to happen? They're going to start changing the narrative. You're going to run out of rappers to talk about. You're going to run out of news because you're not Fox 5 and Pix 11. You don't have a whole team of people that's going out there getting this information and bringing it back where certain people can give the news. It's just you. And you're going to run out. And when you run out, you're going to try to reach back. And that's when 10 toes going to pop up. Yo, this motherfucker doing. You remember when I said that a long time ago, man? Accountability, man. That's what's going on with this little HOCUS 45th dude. I told you years ago, stupid. I told you years ago, yo, stop throwing it up. You setting off a wrong image. The feds is gonna be on your ass. I told him this. And he got mad at me for telling him something. For warning him. And look what he does. Drop your flag campaign. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Can't nobody save you. Hassan Campbell can't save you. Your homeboys, and you looking sad. You looking like you did age 30 years. You look like you added another 30 on your fucking 40 years. You're stressed out going through it. To my people out there, just look at the YouTube world. I told y'all, Whatever you getting into. You want to be a robber? You want to be a drug dealer? You want to be a thief? You want to be a gangster? You want to be a blood? You want to be a crip, gang banger? Whatever you want to be. Before you do that, right? Or while you're doing it, in the process of doing it, there's a thing called the law library, or the library, where you can go in there and study what you're getting into. When doctors want to become doctors, do they go study law? No. When a police officer want to be a police officer, do he go to the mailman academy? No, he go to the police academy. You study what you want to become. And you got to learn about that. Yo, dudes is coming up in here studying street law. When you get in that courtroom and they start talking CPL and shepherdizing and cases and according Smith versus Johnson and the people, they be like, hold on, what did he just say? Yo, and then you always see them lean over to their lawyer. What did he just say? And the lawyer be like, just be quiet, just let me handle it, let me do it. Put your life in that man's hand. You keep talking all of this white man shit, but when you go to court, I see a white man standing next to you. You talk this Jewish shit, when you go to court, I see a Jewish man standing next to you. I see a Jewish man over there, DA, locking your ass up, and I see a Jewish judge. Shut your poke ass up, talk back to 10, I'm talking to you, and get in my comment section.